Okay, good morning, guys, and welcome to another episode of Functional Technicals. Um, as we all know, this is basically a market outlook session. We get to see what opportunities we can grab from the market, and then you guys get to see more of my strategy, how I get my entries and exits. So, before we get started, for those that are watching this video on YouTube, please like and subscribe to the page, and you can also share. Yeah. So now, let's get started. Fundamental wise, we already had the high impact news on AUD around 4:30. For the rest of the day, is basically just low impact news. So there's nothing much to say here. Let's jump on our charts and see what we can get. So now let's start with AUDUSD. So since it's a new week, let's go to the 4H. Let's see. Let's do our top-down analysis. So now on the 4H, we were in an uptrend until yesterday. We pushed up, we pulled back, we created a higher low, we created a higher high, and then we broke that higher low to the downside. So now we are basically trying to create what? We have created a lower low. We're trying to create what? A lower high before we can create what? The next what? Lower low. So we're actually what's bearish right now on AUDUSD. Let's go back to our 1H and look at what opportunities we can get. So now what are those significant areas we're looking out for? First, we broke these lows yesterday, around this area here like this. We broke it yesterday. So it's an important area. We can see if price we get to see a reaction. But then at the same time, we actually have a short retracement. So we can still pay attention to this low. So now, if we see price break here, yeah, without coming deep into these levels, then I'm going to be using the short retracement strategy to enter. Yeah, if you don't know what the short retracement strategy is, I'll be sending the link to the video later. So now I'll actually be using the short retracement to enter after the candlestick break. That's what I'll be using. The way we enter using the short retracement. That's how I'm going to be entering this one. Yeah. But then if I actually see price coming to these levels, then what I'll be looking for is an entry criteria to take the sell to the downside. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for on AUDUSD. Either we break directly as we're pushing down right now, or we're actually going to break. I mean, we're actually going to pull back at the test before we come down. So that's basically what I'm watching out for on AUDUSD. Now, NZDUSD, let's do our top-down analysis. 4H, what does it look like? I actually started looking at this morning. So now, this was this impulsive move we had last week. We kind of pulled back, and then we created another high. And then price came back down yesterday and broke this higher low to the downside. So now technically we're what? Bearish. Do you get? On paper, we're actually bearish, like we have seen a break of structure to the downside, following our rules of breaks of structure. We have candlesticks that have closed below, so we're what? Bearish. So now let's go to the 1H and see what we can get. So now we have this low here. We can actually see whether price will actually break it. Now, if price breaks this low, I'm actually going to be using the short retracement to enter the trade. So I'm going to wait and see whether price will come and break it. And then we can still watch out for this high here. This high. So now, if price can actually break this high to the upside, then what I'll be looking for is a retest. So we'll have more of like what a shift in market structure. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for on NZDUSD. So it's just to wait and then see how price will behave at this low that it is currently. Whether this 8 o'clock candle is going to what? Break structure, then we'll start jumping on the trade. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for on NZDUSD. Then Euro USD. Euro USD2 is the same thing. We are at those lows. We shifted structure yesterday. This was the shift in market structure. Here, then boom, we broke this low to the downside. Now we're in a bearish trend. We pushed up, and then now we're tapping into these lows. Do you get? So now what can we look out for in this case? Let's see whether price will come down to what? Break this low. Let's see whether price can actually also break this low to the downside. Then we'll be looking to jump on those cells. If not, then let's see whether price can come and break this one here. That's a valid resistance level. So we can see if price will break it above. It's as simple as that. If price breaks it, they'll be looking for a retest. That's all I'm going to be looking out for on Euro USD. Now, GBP USD. It's the same thing with this one too. We actually shifted structure yesterday. We pushed, pulled back. We failed to create another high, and then we broke structure to the downside. Now we pushed up again, yeah. And then now we're coming down. We tapped into these lows, and then we're rejecting. Can we see, if we see a break of structure of these lows, we'll use structure tracement to enter it. What if we don't see a break of structure of that low? We can pay attention to this high here. Yeah. We can pay attention and see whether we'll have what? A break of structure to the upside, then a retest. So that's what I'm going to be looking for on GBP/USD. Now, gold. Gold is the same thing. Yeah. So gold shifted structure yesterday. We had that break. We're in an uptrend, but then we had that break of structure yesterday. The break of these lows here. So actually bearish. What are we supposed to start looking out for? Sells. Where can we get that sell? The first place is, can price break structure here? You get. Now, if price breaks structure here, if a candlestick close below here, I'm going to be entering the sell. Yeah. And then I'll target it to RR. But what if we don't break below? We can watch out to see whether price will come back to break what? This high. So that's basically it. If we break this high to the upside, then what we can look out for is a retest for a continuation. So that's what I'm going to be looking out for on all these pairs. Yeah. So now, there's all their setups, it's more like the same thing. So now, is there any other pair you guys want us to take a look at before we go? Okay, so gold basically is bearish, yeah. We have it tapped into that low, that lower low it created. You know, it created a lower low, pushed up, created a lower high, and now we tapped it. If price can break it, we'll be looking for sells. You get, but what if price doesn't break it? You see the lower high it created, that lower high that pushed price to that low now. If price break above it, we'll have a shift in market structure. That's will turn to an uptrend. So that's what I have on gold, basically. Is there any other pair? Any other pair you guys want us to take a look at? Or what questions do you guys have before we go?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yes, I'm on GBP JPY since yesterday
Okay.
on 1 hour time frame,
GBP.
and I got analysis from the guy, and it has been a bullish trend. So I'm still hoping, and I'm still looking if it will continue to be a bullish throughout this week. That's what I'm trying to know, if it's going to be a bullish trend this week.
GBP JPY. Let's take a look at it and see. GBP JPY. Sorry. Wow. This is one thing I GBP JPY is always tricky, honestly. It's always tricky. It's always tricky. Looks like
so that you're able to infuse the genre, so many things into it. It's been an amazing time. You listen to some songs, and for a minute you forget that it's rap music.
I already closed some position.
okay.
So I already have just one position left. So I'm thinking of taking the whole profit now or still leaving it. I already set the break even also,
So
but
what position did you enter? You buy?
yeah, you buy from this
From where?
after this engulfing down here.
This one?
No, at the lower part,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's side. After
Damn,
the engulfing candle, the next.
that's actually a nice buy. Honestly, it's a very nice buy. But then the uptrend is still an uptrend, yeah. There's no shift in market structure yet, so you can continue holding.
Okay, sir.
So basically,
I already have just.
what you can pay attention to is these lows down here. Do you understand? If at any point
All right.
price come down to actually break any low, you know, it's creating series of higher highs, higher lows. If at any point you
Yes, yes.
any higher low, then we have a shift in market structure. So then you can continue holding.
Okay, sir.
No worries.
Thank you, sir.
No problem. Is there any other question? Okay. Are you guys still hearing the echo? Said it's noisy. Okay. Is there another question? Is there another question before we go? Okay, guys. In the absence of any question, I would like to call it a session. I really want to appreciate you guys for coming out to attend this session. I wish you all a very beautiful trading day, and let's just watch out for all our setups and see if anyone will play out. Let's just be ready. Let's prepare ourselves. Okay, guys, have a very beautiful day, and I'll catch you guys same time tomorrow. Bye, guys.